Welcome back, Attack. I'm Sky, and I just wanted to give my first impressions of a game called Chaos Heroes Online. This is it's an Eastern-based MOBA, kind of from the Dota scene here, from Dota All-Stars, and this game has evolved to be a really action-packed, extremely arcade. It has lots of features, but does it have the rich depth that we want in a MOBA? Does it have the simplicity of League of Legends, or is it just as complicated and deep as Dota 2? Well, I think it's not as deep. It is as complicated, but at the same time, it's still really quick, action-based, kind of like League of Legends, but it doesn't have the charm. Okay, so I'm just gonna go step by step. I'm gonna explain my review of this game and some of the mechanics. Maybe you guys will be interested in trying the game out. I definitely suggest that if you are a MOBA fan, you're probably gonna wanna at least try it, but for anybody else, I'm definitely gonna suggest that you either go play Dawn Gate, stick with League of Legends, or especially Dota 2. Dota 2 is absolutely, by far, the most polished MOBA that I've played so far. Anyway, so, Chaos Heroes Online, what kind of game is it? Well, like I said, it is an arcade MOBA. And so what do I mean by that? Well, I mean aesthetically. The game is extremely obnoxious with its visual feedback and its announcer and everything. If you've ever been to an arcade, you go there and you do any game pretty much, and you get a huge amount of feedback. It makes you feel good, okay? You get a headshot, you see all these points go on the screen, you see all this medals, I don't know, blood, gore, sometimes you hear coins flapping, I don't know. You hear a lot of stuff. You have just a lot of feedback. It makes you feel good. In this game, it's just the same without the feeling, okay? I think normally it would be good, but MOBAs are supposed to be a little bit more serious. Whenever you play League of Legends, you just get kill counters, stuff like that. I mean, that's simple compared to this game. Call of Duty, infamous for its feedback, is more simple than this game. And honestly, this game just has like this really rough aesthetic, and I mean that graphically as well. When you get into the game, the menus are kind of harsh looking. The textures are really, really harsh. And I don't know, I'm trying to be nice about the game because it does actually have really good lighting effects, and in some places it does look really pretty. I would say definitely pretty. But overall, the game is just really harsh, and it doesn't have anywhere near the charm of League of Legends, and it doesn't have anywhere near like the smoothness or the level of quality that we see in Valve's Dota 2. Alright guys, but other than how it looks on first impressions, how does it play? How does a new player experience this game, and how will an experienced player experience this game? Well, an experienced player is obviously going to have at least a better time with this game because there are a lot of features to it, okay? So for one, let's take League of Legends as an example. League of Legends is based on Dota, except much more simple and at the same time a little bit more refined, okay? So, League of Legends sold itself on being simpler, okay? More easily understood. This game is kind of the opposite. It's actually really complicated. You have things like teleporters that can move you from place to place inside the map. You have roaming mobs, neutral mobs. That's actually a pretty cool feature. Okay, so I'm gonna mention a lot of these features are actually really cool, but them all being jam-packed together, not cool. Not cool at all. Probably should have had different game types, stuff like that. Anyways, the towers are definitely unique too. In most cases, it seems like there are 2 towers instead of just 1 tower, which is like every other MOBA. You just have the 1 tower to destroy, and in this game, there's actually 2 in most cases. And then also the abilities and the movement mechanics, everything about the game just seems really action-based. For instance, you can purchase items anywhere on the map. This is similar to Tome Immortal Arena, and that's also the same as a lot of browser-based MOBAs, so that you can just kind of brawl, have fun. It's a little bit more of a casual experience then, because you can just pick up items whenever. It's hard to tell when enemies are going to get items, when they're going to sell items, stuff like that. So it's hard to be competitive with that kind of system. I could see why this game isn't as popular, obviously, other than the other mechanics, but that's one of the reasons why it's not as competitive. But a lot of these features make the game just kind of fun. There's a lot of randomization to it. Like I said, with the roaming mobs, the teleportation, having 2 towers, stuff like that, it kind of mixes it up. It's kind of fun. It kind of feels, I guess, this would be like the Mario Kart or maybe the Smash Brothers of the MOBA scene. And overall, I found the kits were actually pretty interesting. None of the cooldowns were extremely long. All the characters seemed at least a little bit interestingly designed, very Eastern based, and a lot of fan service element in the skins. But overall, the kits were actually pretty cool. I found a couple of guys that I really did enjoy. The voice acting was fine enough. It seems like there is at least some character to this game. This isn't just some random other MOBA. So one thing that I want to talk about character kits is the complementary to the kits. In most games, you have something equal to, say, League of Legends summoner spells. In this game, game, you are given active items at the very beginning, and this kind of makes it feel like a fighting game, and I actually really like that. You have one item that shields you from players' abilities. Then you have another item that dispels that shield on other players. So this way you kind of have a block mechanic, which is kind of unheard of in MOBAs and also MMO arenas. Normally, it's just about whoever does the most damage the fastest, whoever is either the tankiest, what have you. It's just about spamming, basically. Blocking and dodging is mainly more important, but blocking is normally not a factor unless it's part of the character kit. So it being a part of every character's kit is pretty interesting. I really like it. Kind of, you have a counter block and block combo. Pretty exciting. Sometimes I think this game could be. Then again, I don't know. The rest of my opinion, oh, I feel like this is so close to being a great game, but at the same time, it's actually kind of shitty, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna try to hype up games. I don't know, I mean, I'm a hype guy, right? But I don't wanna really hype up this game. I'm sorry. I'm not really feeling it. And I really do enjoy MOBAs. I freaking play MOBAs nonstop, 24/7, stream, play, I love them. And in this game, in this instance, I had fun playing it, but it's just really not worth the time to go into it. It just does not seem professional enough. It's like, why pay all this money or spend all this time trying to master a game that is not masterable because there's so much randomization? It's so casual feeling, and at the same time, it doesn't have the level of quality that we see in other MOBAs that are competitive, that have more depth, and have a bigger scene. So why would we even play this game? I can understand Dawngate, totally unique, everything. This game does not have a unique art style. It has some unique mechanics, but there are other games with more unique mechanics and have a more solid foundation. But if you want to just try a new MOBA, then go ahead, try it. But I'm going to honestly suggest that you play Dawngate. Dawngate is a new MOBA, and it is fun. And if you want some browser MOBA, then go check out Tome Immortal Arena, which honestly I had a lot of fun with too. Okay, so I'm Skylant Shore with Attack Gaming. We have fun here reviewing games, doing first impressions. We hype up the ones we like, and we got to put down the ones that we think need to be put down. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you again later.